Mom guilt is so real when you're dating as a single mom, but I want to let you guys know that it is okay to date, all right? Until you are fully healed. Go get that free meal. Make sure your intentions are clear with the other person, and go get dressed up. Go do it. Go get that free meal, sis. Enjoy yourself. If you are introducing somebody to your children and they're at the age where they can fully understand what is going on, have that conversation with them. Talk to them about it. What does that look like? Don't mention a name yet, baby. Just talk to them. What if I did, start dating somebody? How would you feel? And you could take whatever they say, you could take it but make sure you are listening to your children. All right? And obviously, I've been through a separation and I have 3 kids, and I met somebody amazing after the fact. And I had to have a conversation with my kids on how they actually felt about it. Make sure that person is as committed to you as you are to them. As women, we kind of grasp onto this idea of what it would look like in this man, and we capture the idea of the man inside of our heads.
Good morning, single moms! Happy Mother's Day, fam! We have a special episode here for all those single mamas out there trying to get that free meal for Mother's Day, because as you know, your kids are just too young to take you out anywhere. And most of these single moms have used up that child support money for those important things, getting those diapers, getting that formula, getting that pedicure, the essentials. Anyway, as this single mom right here said, yeah, girl, go out there and get that free meal. Just be upfront about it. There are plenty of blue sim betas out there that can't get a date, so they are more than happy to play stepdad. But be sure that that's what he got there. I mean, you could possibly have a player who is putting you on his roster without you even knowing it. The dangers of being a single mom out there. And you said that you got to talk to your kids and explain to them that, hey, what if mommy goes and meets a guy, yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry, sister. That doesn't mean like your intentions are to explain something to your kids. That sounds to me like your intentions are to ask for help from a man and you want to introduce him to your kids to soften him up. Hey, this girl is not going to say anything negative about the game that you're playing. Get the chump any way you can get him. Just remember, even on Mother's Day, you could ask the baby daddy for help. I mean, who am I kidding here? It's no secret that some of you single moms out there are actually going on a date with the baby daddy. Sure, he's in another relationship, but as we all know, Chad and Tyrone will always have a special place in your heart, followed up by a spot in your bed.
And then we end up in situations where it doesn't last. It doesn't stick. And then next thing you know, our kids are going through another breakup. And if the child is younger, make sure if you want to introduce somebody, make sure you introduce as a friend. Okay, so whenever you're introducing as a friend, you don't hold hands, you don't kiss. And this kid's going to be like, oh my gosh, we got a new friend. But make sure that that person is going to stick around before you even introduce a friendship to your child. You heard me. I know. It's scary. And it is our right to have mom guilt. It is our right to be like, oh my gosh, I want to go, but I feel bad that I'm leaving my kids at home with a babysitter. But you got to do it, sis. How are you going to meet somebody just sitting there? And lastly, it's not a race. You don't have to meet somebody right away. It's going to feel lonely at times, and that is okay. You make sure that your mental state and your children's mental state can handle bringing somebody new inside of that door. Okay? That's my food for thought of the morning. Good morning. Love you all. Bye.
Sorry. The voices.
Wow, this single mom queen has some nuggets of wisdom to give out to you single mothers out there. Okay, let's start off with a couple things. I mean, she said, make sure that you're not going to get yourself into another situation that doesn't last. So how many situations has she gotten her kids into that just didn't last? She said that she's a single mom of 3 until she found someone awesome. I mean, does that mean that this guy decided to stick around long enough? Or maybe a little bit longer than the Chads and Tyrones that she has chosen before? I mean, we don't even know if her 3 previous kids are with the same baby daddy. Does that lead into her second point about mom guilt? Because she said mom guilt of going out on a date and leaving your kids at home, that's mom guilt. I gotta ask, wouldn't mom guilt also be, for example, you have 3 different kids from 3 different baby daddies, and let's say one of the baby daddies comes around with some McDonald's for his kid, not the rest? Kind of makes you think, wow, I chose 3 different baby daddies. Maybe I didn't make the right choice each and every time. Just asking here. I'm not saying much else, but The key thing that she said at the end there is, this is not a race. Absolutely not a race. You should never go with the first guy that you meet and keep on going, because you can end up a single mom of 3 kids. But I have to ask a different question. If it's not a race for you to have a relationship with another guy, that's cool and all, but I'm pretty sure that the bills need to be paid exponentially faster than what you believe your relationship should go. I mean, this gorilla's got to say, in several of the channels, I've heard the saying, single moms don't want love, they want help. Before we move on, I want to bring attention that 70% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
Let's talk about dating tips for a single mom with a young baby. A little bit of context. I was single and pregnant. I was single from early on in my pregnancy, throughout my pregnancy, and then afterwards with a newborn. I was a solo parent and I was single and dating. Dated for an entire year from when my son was 4 months old until he was 16 months old when I met my now boyfriend. So over a year, I was dating with a young child. So here are some tips that I learned along the way. Number 1, release the mom guilt. Do not let people make you feel bad about investing time in your dating life. Even if you are a married couple and you have a newborn baby or you have a young child under the age of 1, these people have date nights, right? Even if you were married and you had a partner and you had a child with them, you would spend time away from your baby. You'd have a date night out. You'd have a girls' night. You'd go see your family and you'd leave your child with your significant other, with a sitter, with a family member. So for people to come at single moms and say like, oh, you're not prioritizing your kid. Oh, she's not with her baby. She's choosing to go on a date with a guy rather than spend time with her kid is just absolutely crazy. And it's such a double standard because married women do the same thing. They leave their children to have quality time with a partner. It makes no difference if it is your husband, your boyfriend, or a man who you're on a second date with.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Oh, that is so special. Let me get this straight, Queen. You said that you were single the moment you were pregnant, throughout your entire pregnancy, and the first few months of your child's life until you met your now boyfriend. Let me tell you something, sister. You know what men think when they hear that? Those are the consequences of your choices. Number 1, you decided to be a single mother. No one forced you to be a single mother. Number 2, you either chose a guy who decided not to be there, or you yourself chose not to be with him. And number 3, you decided to actively date having a small kid, less than a year old. This all equates to a woman who makes some pretty bad choices in life. And your first tip, release the mom guilt. All right, I'm sorry, sister, but the comparison you just made from a married couple with a small child who get a babysitter because they're going to go out on a date night versus you being a single mother, leaving your kid and going out with a bunch of strange men to see if you can find the new guy who's willing to come in and play stepdad. Those are 2 very different things. I mean, they're not even the same game. Hell, they're not even in the same league. Hell, they're not even in the same sport.
Tip number 2 is date intentionally. Like, you need to be so intentional. You do not have a lot of free time to give to your dating life. So when you do take time to go on dates, when you do take time to spend time talking to this person and investing in them, make sure that it is so intentional. I was so serious, like from the first date, from the jump, from the first phone call, being like, what do you want? Do you want a family? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Are you dating for a serious relationship? Because I am. And if you're not, maybe it's not a good fit. Like, it's really good to just rip the Band-Aid off. Tip number 3, and this one's more of a safety tip. Definitely, if you're on the dating apps, dating online, never put on your profile that you are a mother. There are some sick people in the world who will purposely date single moms, purposely target them because they think that they're an easy target or they have ill intentions. I never told people that I was a single mom until I felt comfortable, met them on the first date, met them in person, knew that they were someone I wanted to pursue, because even if you go on a first date and you don't think there's a connection, there's no use in telling them about your personal life, your family life, things like that. So I would go on a first date if they were a good fit and I wanted to get to know them a little bit better. That's when I would have that conversation of, hey, by the way, I'm a mom. I didn't feel comfortable for safety reasons telling you this before, but if it's not something you're comfortable with, that's fine. I totally understand not everybody is open to dating somebody with a child or a young child, but if it's not a deal breaker, I would love to continue to get to know you. So definitely a good way to go about it.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, her tip number 2, date intentionally. Translation from Womanese. Make your desperation transparent. I mean, she said it herself. You're a single mom, and as soon as you start dating, you have to ask, do you want a family? Do you want to get married? Oh yeah, lay everything that you want on the guy, expecting him to be 100% honest. Sister, let me tell you, the players, that's like blood in the water for a shark. They could smell that miles away. They're like, oh, let me get this straight. You messed up, you made a bad choice, and you want me to play Captain Save 304? No problem. I'll throw on my cape for 5 minutes. I'll go rescue you and then take you on a tour to Pound Town. But not much else is going to happen after that, sister. I'm sorry, but these standards that you're laying on the guy off rip, they're not the smartest move to make. And that 3rd tip, never tell them that you're a single mom in your dating profile. And don't tell them at the beginning of the date either. Tell them later. So, Colleen, this is quite confusing. You see, you always say that men need to be honest and communicate up front. But right now, you just lay down a double standard. You're not going to be honest, and you're not going to communicate up front that you're a single mother. I.e., you want to go out on a date with a guy, you want him to pay the meal, get everything out there, and then you're going to hit him with I'm a single mom. It's a package deal. I allowed you to pay for a small sample up front, but now I need you to commit. This girl has got to say, these tips that you're giving out only solidify what men have been saying from jump about single moms. A good decision maker? You are not. Moving on.
Okay. Car chats, because I feel like this is the only time that I have a second to just like get on here and chat, and I am loving my new community of moms here. So I want to know, my single moms, when it came the time to date, how did you do it? Like, I find myself, so my friend and I a while ago were like trying to make me a Hinge profile, and it's like, first, I'm not gonna have my son's pictures on it because you don't know what's kind of weird out there, but like, I don't have any photos of myself anymore, by myself, like post-pregnancy. And mind you, pre-pregnancy, I was like 124 pounds. I was ripped as could be. Now I have extra love and I'm not 124 pounds. Plus I have chopped hair. And then it's like, okay, fine, I'll take new pictures. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll take a selfie or two. But then it's like, what about when they ask you like, how are you? Oh, good. I'm good. I'm just here being a mom. I can't like not bring my child into the conversation. It's like, how was your day? Oh, good. My son, no. Like, how do you manage and like balance it? Because it's like, obviously I want to talk about my son, but I don't want that to be like my entire personality, or like I wanted people to know like there's more to me, even though that's really all there is right now.
Finally, we have a single mother out here who's actually asking the right questions. Now, she said that she's getting back into dating, and she was recently pregnant. She's not pregnant anymore. Obviously, she has a son and wants to know how she can identify herself with men without having to mention that she's a mom and making that her personality. Well, sister, that's pretty simple. Didn't you have your own personality before you became a mom? I mean, yeah, your life changed, but you're still the same person. You just have different experiences now. Just be upfront as to who you are. Don't hide from the guy who you are. You should, yes, tell him that you are a single mother, but also there's got to be other dimensions to you. You're not one-dimensional, are you? Because if you are, you might as well get back with the baby daddy and stay with him. Now, this girl isn't going to judge you because you decided to date so soon after becoming a mom. That's on you. But when you do that, you have to accept that things are not going to be the same as they were before. Number one, you're not going to have as much time to date as you used to have. Number two, the guys who are coming around are not the top tier guys you were used to having. And number three, all those double standards you used to throw on guys before you became a mom, they really don't apply. Now, yes, you're a young single mother. You still are attractive. You still are cute. You could probably get a guy who's about 10 to 15 years older than you to take you seriously, and he would probably step in and play stepdad for the kid. But more than likely, he's also going to be a single dad himself. So the double standard of, I'm not going to date a single dad, yeah, that's out the window.
And also, like, I feel like I've lost all riz. Like, I don't know if it was like, I don't know. I just feel like I've lost my riz. I don't know if it's lack of sleep. I don't know if it's just lack of like thinking about myself anymore. But I just feel like I forgot how to talk to humans that are older than 9 months old. And then it's like, okay, so I'm going to take time out of being with my child to go on a date. Why? Like, that's weird. Like, I just feel weird. Like, you're not the father of my child. Like, I'm not going to talk about my child that much with you because it's weird because he's not your child and I feel like you don't get it. So it's like, when does it get easier? Like, when, and I'm not like dating right now or anything, but I'm just like, I've like talked to a few people here and there on dating apps, and it's just like, every time I do it, I'm like, this freaking sucks. Like, I hate being a single mom. I hate not having the father of my child with me. Like, it really freaking sucks. So I guess my question is, any advice? Does it get easier? How do you do it? Like, where do you find decent men who are willing to date a single mom who clearly has baggage? And I feel like everybody has baggage these days. Like, if they don't have baggage, I feel like there's something wrong. Like, everybody in their 30s has baggage. But it's like, how do you figure it out?
All right, Queen, you said that you feel that you lost some riz. Well, newsflash, you're a single mom. Yeah, you lost a lot of that riz. Being the young, childless woman that every guy between the ages of 18 up to 65 are just going for you and willing to give you the world, yeah, I'd say a good chunk of that has been knocked off, especially with the guys who have options. And when you look at it in a way as to, hey, why am I doing this? Is this taking away time for me to be with my child? Why am I going to do it? Well, hey, good question. What are you doing it? No one's forcing you to date these guys. Well, that's simple. It's because, yes, you're a mother, but you're also a woman. You have needs. No one's judging you for having those needs. Simply put, it's biological. Not to mention, we can assume that you're by yourself raising this kid since you're out there dating. Also, the motherly part of you is thinking, hey, I really could use some help with this. I really would like a guy to come here and step up and play stepdad. I mean, you said it yourself. It kind of sucks raising a kid without having the dad in your life. And obviously, you guys are not together anymore. And you're asking, where can I find these good men? Where can I find these guys that will take a single mom with baggage? Oh, that's simple. You left them on red. They're in your friend zone. They're those guys that weren't good enough for you back then. So probably they're just not good enough for you now.
Damn!
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund. Or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.